Hello, everyone. I'm Miss Andy from the Lake Jackson Library.
And I'm Miss Geri from the Angleton Library.
The Lake Jackson and Angleton Libraries are part of the Brazoria County Library System, and welcome to one big happy story time.
Yes, because we are one big happy system.
I'm always excited when I get to do story time with my friends from other branches, like Miss Geri.
I know, it's the highlight of the year.
Woohoo! Well, Miss Geri, I thought we could talk about feelings today. Is that okay with you?
It is, because everybody has feelings.
I have feelings. Do you have feelings? Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I'm silly.
Me too.
Sometimes I get angry. Sometimes I'm surprised. These are all feelings or emotions. So I'd like you to put your hand up and pull your middle finger down and pull it right to the center of your chest like you're tapping, but then move it up and down and around in a circle. This is our feelings or our emotions. And I have a great story to tell today that ties into this. But before we can tell the story, we have to say hello.
We do, because that's always nice to say hello to everybody.
It is. And Miss Geri, as my guest, how would you like to say hello?
I feel like being silly and serious today.
Excellent choice.
What are your choices?
I would like to be happy and sad. Oh, I haven't done that one before.
Oh, that could be fun.
That could be fun. And always nice?
Always nice.
All right. Rhythm is an important part of literacy, so can you tap your legs and clap your hands? Tap and clap. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as silly as we can. That was very silly. That was very silly. Now, serious. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as serious as we can. Hello.
Can't be serious
That's
for
so
very
hard,
long.
but you did a great job. Okay, now happy.
Yes.
Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as happy as we can. Hello! I can't stop, I'm so happy.
I know. You know another word for happy? Giddy. That's how I feel.
Giddy. That's very exciting. Now sad. How can you practice if you're show me a sad face. Now practice saying hello, sad. Hello. Perfect. Let's try it together.
Okay.
Oh, there's tears?
Sometimes when you're sad.
You're right. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as sad as we can. Was that good? Are you having fun? It's time to be nice. Bread and butter, marmalade and jam. Let's say hello as nice as we can. Hello, and welcome to Feelings and Emotions Story Time. I brought a little rhyme today.
I like rhymes.
We're going to use some of our signs, just like our feelings.
Okay.
When we do the same sign, we put up our hand and we pull down our middle finger and we tap it over where our heart is. This is the sign for heart. Can you tap your heart like thump, thump? Thump, thump, thump.
Thump, thump.
Oh, good job. And then I'm going to show you the sign for jump, because when we get excited, which is a feeling, we jump with excitement. You're going to hold one hand out. Now take your two fingers like they're legs standing on the ground and jump. Jump. This is the sign for jump.
Oh, that one's so much fun to do.
It is. And it's exciting. Oh. And this is a sign for happy, if you can move your hands around in a circle. And hug, which is very similar to the sign we do for bear story time. Okay. I have a little heart and it goes thump, thump, thump. And when I get excited, I jump, jump, jump. I get a happy feeling when I look at you and you and you. It makes me want to give a hug or two. Would you like to do that again?
Yes, let's do that again.
Now that we're experts?
Yes.
I have a little heart and it goes thump, thump, thump. And when I get excited, I jump, jump, jump. I get a happy feeling when I look at you. It makes me want to give A hug or two. Thank you so much, Miss Geri.
Oh, I like that rhyme.
Now, I have a story I would like to tell, and I love this story. The original story comes from Puerto Rico, but it's also been told in New Zealand and other parts of South America.
Oh, wow.
It's known sometimes as La Cama, or the squeaky bed, or the squeaky door. I need you to pretend to be a little girl named Geri. Can you do that?
I think I can manage that.
Miss Geri, can you put your hair in pigtails?
All right.
For our story, I'm going to pretend to be Grandma. Because once upon a time, little Geri's grandma lived on a farm.
She did, actually.
She did. Oh, well, that's fun. And, you know, the nice thing about farms is farms have lots of animals, and it's way out in the country, but it can get kind of dark in the country.
Yes. Yeah, I can. Sometimes I'm scared of the dark.
Sometimes you're scared of the dark. Well, sometimes, you know, you get so scared, but even the stars at night are the only light. And the problem with the light when it's outside is it's not inside.
Yeah.
I'm putting my hair up in curlers, and I hope it stays. And for official, the grandma look. There we go. Grandma and little Geri. So once upon a time, little Geri went to visit her grandma out on the farm. And the farm had lots of great animals that Geri liked to visit with during the day. But at night in the dark, with only the stars for nightlight, it could get a little scary. Just a little bit. Little bit. Can you show us scared? When Geri went to visit her grandmother, she was very excited because on this visit, Grandma asked her, "How would you like to sleep in the big bed all by yourself?"
Oh, that would be great, because I'm a big girl.
Because you're a big girl. Now, when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
No.
No. So, Grandma kissed little Geri goodnight. She tiptoed out. Can you tiptoe with me? Turned off the light and closed the door. Screech!
Ah!
Little Geri cried. Grandma came running back in. Oh my! Were you scared, little Geri?
Yes.
Oh, don't cry, little Geri. The big bed can be awfully scary. How would you like to sleep with the dog?
Oh, yes, please.
So Grandma tiptoed out to the barn and brought back the dog. She tucked the dog in. She tucked little Geri in. Now, when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
Nope.
No? All right. So Grandma kissed the dog goodnight. She kissed little Geri goodnight. Now she tiptoed out, turned off the light, and closed the door. Can you make a screech with me? Screech!
Ah!
Grandma came running back in. Oh my! Little Geri, were you scared?
No. Yeah.
Don't cry, little Geri. Don't cry, little dog. It can be awfully scary out here. I know. How would you like to sleep with a cow?
Oh, yes. The cow would be. That cow.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Would move over. So, Grandma went out to the barn, grabbed the cow, and gave the cow to sit in bed with little Geri. She tucked the cow in. She tucked the dog in. She tucked little Geri in. Now, when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
Nope.
All right. So, Grandma tiptoed out. She turned off the light. And she closed the door. Screech!
Ah!
Oh my! Grandma came running back in. Were you scared?
No. But the cow and the puppy were.
Were you scared, little Geri?
Yeah.
I did forget to kiss you goodnight. But I don't want you to be scared. Don't cry, little cow. Don't cry, little dog. Don't cry, little Geri. I know what would make it all better. How about a teddy bear that squeaks?
Oh, yes, please.
So Grandma went out to the barn and she grabbed the teddy bear that squeaks. And she tucked the bear in. She tucked the cow in. She tucked the dog in. She tucked little Geri in. Now when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
No.
All right then. Grandma kissed the bear goodnight. She kissed the cow goodnight. She kissed the dog goodnight. She kissed little Geri goodnight. Mwah! Now, she tiptoed out, turned off the light, and closed the door. Screech!
Ah!
Woof, 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 woof. Oh my goodness! Grandma came running back in. Were you scared?
No. Yeah.
It's okay to be scared. I'm so sorry. Would you feel better if you slept with the pig?
Oh, yes, the pig will protect us.
Pigs make everything better.
Yes.
So Grandma went out to the barn and she grabbed the pig. Can you oink like a pig? Perfect. She tucked the pig in. She tucked the squeaky bear in. She tucked the cow in. She tucked the dog in. She tucked little Geri in. Now when I go out and turn off the light, will you be scared?
Nope.
All right. So Grandma, oh wait, nope. I have to give kisses. This is why I failed before. Here we go. She kissed the pig goodnight. She kissed the bear goodnight. She kissed the cow goodnight. She kissed the dog goodnight. She kissed little Geri goodnight. Good night, little Geri.
Good night.
She tiptoed out, turned off the light, and closed the door. Screech!
Ah!
Woof, 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 woof. Oh my goodness! Grandma came running back in. Were you scared?
No. Yeah. Just a
I'm
little.
Sorry. We should probably get a nightlight for this room. I know what will make it all better. How would you like to sleep with the dinosaur?
Oh, I can't be scared if I sleep with the dinosaur.
Nobody can be scared if there's a dinosaur.
Nope.
So Grandma walked out to the barn and she pulled out the dinosaur. She tucked the dinosaur in. She tucked the pig in. She tucked the cow in. She tucked the bear in with the squeaky paw. She tucked the dog in. And she tucked in little Geri. Now when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
No.
Okay, so Grandma kissed the dinosaur goodnight. She kissed the pig goodnight. She kissed the cow goodnight. She kissed the squeaky bear goodnight. She kissed the dog goodnight. She kissed little Geri goodnight. Good night, little Geri.
Good night, Grandma.
She tiptoed out, turned off the light, and closed the door. Screech!
Ah!
Woof, 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 woof. Roar! Kaboom! The bed broke. Grandma came running back in. Oh my, this just won't do. She took the dinosaur and put the dinosaur back in the barn. She took the pig and put the pig back in the barn. She took the squeaky bear with the squeaky paw and put the bear back in the barn. She took the cow and put the cow back in the barn. Bye, cow. She took the dog and put the dog back in the barn. Then she took little girl, and little girl got to sleep in Grandma's big bed. And the next morning, when the sky came out and it wasn't dark, and little Geri wasn't scared anymore, Grandma pulled out her toolkit, and little Geri and Grandma fixed the bed. Can you help hammer with me? And then they fixed the squeaky door. We're going to make a little thumb, and we're going to pretend to be WD-40. Now, when it was time to go to bed, all at night, little Geri, do you think you will be big and good in the big bed all by yourself?
I do, yes.
I'm still going to let you sleep with the dog, but only the dog.
Okay.
Grandma tucked the dog in. She tucked little Geri in. Now, when I go out and turn off the light and close the door, will you be scared?
No.
All right. So, Grandma tiptoed out. She turned off the light and she closed the door. And the only sound she heard was the sound of little Geri and the puppy snoring. That is the story of the squeaky door or the squeaky bed with all of our wild animals. Miss Geri, thank you so much for telling this story with me.
Oh, that's a fun one.
It's a fun one because it reminds us that it's okay to be scared.
Yes,
It's okay to be scared, and it's okay to ask for help. Sometimes we need help, and sometimes we need a puppy or a dinosaur, or my favorite, a teddy bear with a squeaky paw to help us go to bed.
Yes.
Oh, thank you. That's one of my favorites. Now, Miss Geri, I brought magical doors today.
Oh, magical doors are my favorite doors.
Somewhere behind one of these doors is a happy little monster. But first, can you help me count how many doors we brought today?
Oh, I can. Counting's my favorite.
Oh, can you count with Miss Geri? Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 4 doors, but what colors are the doors that we brought? What color is this?
Oh. I think I heard it.
I heard it. You're right.
Red.
Red. What color is this door?
Oh, that one's one of my favorite colors.
Is it because you're in Angleton?
Probably.
I see this color a lot when I'm driving around Angleton. This is the color purple. Oh, this one's a little bit trickier. What color or colors is this door?
Oh, yeah, there's 2 there.
2 colors. I see
Orange
and
brown.
oh, that's wonderful. That is a little bit tricky because those fall colors can start to look alike.
Yes.
Now, the last color we have right here is yellow. Sometimes it's great to use colors to talk about how we're feeling. Like when I feel happy, I feel yellow.
Yellow is a very happy color.
How might you feel if you felt red?
I think maybe a little angry.
Ooh, can you show me your angry face? Urgh. That's great. What about purple?
You know, sometimes purple can be a sad color.
Purple can be sad. Purple can also just be quiet.
Yes.
It can just be a quiet, I'm thinking feeling. What about this? This just seems so silly, brown and orange together.
And it's the only different door. I think it is a very silly door.
It's a silly. Can you remember to put your thumb on the end of your nose and wiggle it? There we go. We're silly. Now, what color would you like to look behind to find our happy monster?
Let's see. You know, let's go silly.
Ooh, silly?
Let's
Okay.
do the brown and
Ready?
orange door.
No, there's no monster. What color would you like to try? Purple? That sounds great. Here we go. Let's knock on the door. Monster, are you behind the door? No monster behind the purple door. What would you like to try next?
You know, let's do the angry door. Let's get it out
The
of the way.
angry door? Can you knock on that angry door, Miss Geri?
Should I knock angrily?
You should knock angrily. Monster, are you behind the red door? No! What color does that leave us? Yellow. All right, everybody, knock on the door. Monster, are you behind the yellow door? There's our monster. He does look very happy.
Yes, he does. He's a very happy monster.
He's happy to have been found. I'm going to put that across to the side. Thank you so much for helping me, Miss Geri. Now, I'd like to sing. Well, we're not going to sing it. What we're going to do is, we were talking about rhythm as an important part of literacy. So we're tapping our legs and we're clapping. We're going to do If You're Happy and You Know It. But I'd like to be happy if we know it, clap our hands. I think I would like also to be, if you're scared and you know it, hide your face. That's okay. If you're grouchy and you know it, make some noise. You can tap your legs or pedal off the ground. And then if we're silly, what should we do for silly, Miss Geri?
What about a little bit of everything?
That sounds fantastic. Let's go ahead and tap our legs. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Ooh, so if we're scared?
Yes.
If you're scared and you know it, hide your face. If you're scared and you know it, hide your face. If you're scared and you know it, and your face will show it. If you're scared and you know it, hide your face. Am I hiding?
Yes.
Okay. What should we do next?
Let's get grouchy.
Grouchy. If you're grouchy and you know it, make some noise. If you're grouchy and you know it, make some noise. If you're grouchy and you know it, and your face will surely show it. If you're grouchy and you know it, make some noise. Roar. That works. If you're silly and you know it, wiggle your ears. If you're silly and you know it, tickle your nose. If you're silly and you know it, and your face will surely show it. If you're silly and you know it,
wiggle everything.
Thank you for chanting with me today, Miss Geri. Oh, you know what? That means that our story time on feelings and emotions is all over.
Aww.
But that's okay, because we'll see you next time for another One Big Happy Story Time. We're airing about once a month with new friends from the Brazoria County Library System.
Yep.
Before we say goodbye, can we tickle the clouds?
Yes,
I would love to tickle the clouds. Thank you for reading with us today. Tickle the clouds. Tickle your toes. Turn around and tickle your nose. Reach down low. Reach up high. Story time is over. Wave goodbye. Thank you for coming to Storytime. See you next time.